out of the box or out of the wall, whatever you want to call it, we have, so close, The Bay. So this is one of the first Jason Blumhouse's movies he decided to produce. I always wanted to watch it, but it was an eco horror, and sometimes I think it gets a little bit too political. But was I wrong? And is The Bay good found footage eco horror? Let's find out. Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon reviewing The Bay. So what is this about? Pretty simple premise. This is a Massachusetts town, or is it Maryland? Oh, better find that out. It is in It doesn't really say. Maryland. Yes, it is Maryland. And this movie is basically these type of cameras, iPhones, and it's a found footage of the water is infected with chicken shit, fertilizer, steroids, and now there's these weird arthropod things that are eating people alive. So do I like this film? Okay, I went in thinking I actually had low expectations. I was like, I'm not going to like this movie. I'm not going to like this movie. And I came out liking this movie. Holy cow. This found footage movie absolutely works. Yes, maybe I am a sucker for found footage movies, but this one does it right with the horror, the gore, and how it is shot. Yes, sometimes it is a little bit too found footagey, where you're like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. But I did watch the special features, and Barry Levinson, if I'm saying his name correctly, I guess I'm horrible pronouncing last names. I don't even know how to pronounce my last name sometimes. But he really wanted to make it that way where you really don't know what's going on, which is a fine experience. It does add a little bit of horror-esque elements, but some of it was a little bit too shaky cam. But let's talk about the positives. The story actually works. It's a quick 85-minute movie, if not mistaken, and the minutes go by quick. The interesting characters are involved. You have the CDC, you have the townfolk, you have the mayor, you have the reporter, you have the National Guard, if you want to put it that way, that are trying to figure out what the hell to do with these arthropods. And these fucking things are disgusting. I've always terrified of the ocean, of the water. Was never just a big fan because I have no idea what's down there, what's going to come up. We still don't even know what's in the ocean. These weird-ass see-through creatures. Like, what the fuck is going on? And these arthropod things are actually true, and they're disgusting fucking creatures. And when you have disgusting creatures, actually real creatures being the horror-esque part of it, you get a thumbs up. Because, of course, you have like the boogeyman, and you have like Cloverfield and these fake monsters where you're like, oh, that's pretty cool looking. But when you have these horror-esque, like, oh, shit, that's fucking real type of creatures, it really puts a plus up. And when there is gore, some of the gore is really good with stuff eating out of people. I do wish some of it was a little bit more like grotesque. I know that sounds really morbid, but if you really have a movie which is like things are eating people alive from the inside out, almost like Alien, there is one scene where like it's poking through the gut and you expect something to come out, but it never does. You're like, that would have been a good gore splash, but I understand why he probably didn't want to do it because he wanted everything to be kind of as realistic as possible and not a lot of CGI. And with movies like this, when you're filming on iPhones, cameras like this, these Canons, XF like 1000s, it's really hard to do post-production gore because you just don't have the materials or the effects to actually complete it. If I do give some negatives for this movie, like I said, the reporter character, she felt a little amateurish. Maybe that was her whole point because it's her first time reporting, but there's just some acting that didn't seem right, especially there's this one scene where there's like a bear town and some people are screaming and she drops the mic and like is terrified of it. But I feel like, well, what she's seen in the past already, that shouldn't have been so terrifying to her. And there were other moments of like blood hitting on her face. It was like, okay, it seems a little bit too overacted in my opinion. And like I said, I do wish it did expand on like the doctor character and expand on some of the gore-esque elements. But overall, I went in with such low expectations and I came out going, that was a solid movie. I was truly thinking, I chose 3 DVDs and I said, I think I'm going to sell these 3 DVDs. But The Bay, you are not being sold unless Shout Factory or another company makes this a 4K Blu-ray release. So The Bay will receive a 4 out of 5 Blue Futons, which equals at 80%. Let's see what the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 77%, all right, with 86 of them. Audience score 43% with over 10,000. Here's critic consensus. Barry Levinson's, am I saying that right, guys? Eco-horror flick cleverly utilizes familiar found footage methods in service of a gruesome yet atmospheric chiller. I have to agree. I truly enjoyed this experience. No lie. So we have the 77, 43, 80. Chase Sock with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Blue Futontopia. You Blue Futonians think have a great day. Not care what to say tomorrow, a month from now, a week from now, a year from now. I love every single one of you. Have you seen this one? Because I know for a fact this was in the box office and disappeared really, really quick.